Hey guys! Alright, so the skill of the week is all about garden maintenance and prepping for next season's gardening. And I have started, I'm going to post a little video later to show you guys what exactly I did. But as you can see, I pretty much just ripped out everything that was growing, including most of the trellises, except that big one there we're going to leave behind the wheelbarrow. And I left a couple of the herbs that I know are going to come back next year, and a few of the other perennials as well. But for the most part, I took everything out. And what I did with the bigger stuff, the corn, is I separated that and I took it to a compost pile so it can rot down for next season. The rest of the little bits I actually left right here behind me, and I'm going to cover them back over after I amend some of the soil. This is where most of my corn was growing. This means this is literally just dirt now. It has sucked all the nutrients out of this part of my ground in particular. Corn is terrible for that. You should always rotate where you plant your corn for maximum growth, because it's going to strip the nutrients right out of your ground. So if you ever notice large farm fields, they'll grow corn one year and then they'll grow something else for the next couple years because they need to build back up the nutrients. Of course, we know they don't do it naturally. They spray nutrients into the ground, which isn't really good for our ground, our topsoil, the environment, our health, or anything. So this way, we're going to do it naturally. I'm going to be putting in here natural compost from organic matter that I've made myself for my chickens, my yard, and my food waste. But I also have a little treat here from a friend of mine. She has a horse farm just up the road, 2 minutes from me, and she gave me a big pile of horse manure, which is going to be excellent to add to this space in particular where the corn has ripped all the nutrients out. So in this area, I'm going to be putting in, I'm not digging because we're doing no dig gardens in permaculture, a little bit to loosen it, but other than that, we're putting everything on the top, and I'll mix it in a little bit next year. So I'm going to put in the manure. I have some wood stove ash that's going to go in here, and I have compost, old compost, that's going to go on, and then all the stuff that I ripped off the top here, I'm going to layer on top of everything. And if I can, I'm going to get some forest debris and put that on top as well. And right there, I'm starting to build a nutrient-dense layer for next season, which over the winter, the rest of the fall and the spring, is going to compact down and really start to create all the microbiome that I need for my vegetables next year. But of course, we won't be putting corn here, just in case we don't build up enough nutrients. We'll put corn somewhere else. So guys, when you're starting your beds for next year, you're building up nutrients. We're not digging them out, we're pulling out the old stuff, we're reusing it to compost, and we're adding in natural organic matter for next year. If you don't have access to manure, that's okay. I'm lucky enough that my friend does. By the way, Cindy, if you're watching, I've been promising to go visit her for months now. Have I? No, I'm a terrible friend. She's literally up the road. So Cindy, I promise I'm coming to get some tea, have some tea with you soon. But she gave me this manure, and it's going to be really great for this. If you have access to some kind of animal manure, organic animal manure, that's awesome. If you don't, organic compost is just fine, a little bit of ash, whatever you can find from around your yard. Leaves is also a good thing to add in. Just be careful if you're layering them too much. If they're not chopped up, they tend to stick and they can layer mold in there. So be careful with your leaves. They're excellent, but best if mulched or added dry and mixed in with other things. So guys, this is the first stage to my garden prep for next season. So I'll take some videos over the next couple days, because it's going to take me days to get through this whole garden. Hopefully the rain holds off. So if you guys have any questions about how to amend your soil for next season, how to get prepared, please feel free to DM me at any time. Reach out, leave a comment. And for now, get yourselves out in the garden, get them ready, because next week we're actually going to be planting stuff and pulling some more stuff out. We're going to get ready for some fall bulbs for next spring and pull out some bulbs that we don't want to die over the winter. So get out there, guys, and make sure you're getting your soil amended and your beds all cleaned out for next year. Have a good one.